Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, aka Disney Dave, Aladdin Street Smarts with Genie personality, coming to you live from Orlando, Florida. Yesterday ended Katie Thurston's 12 days of mess, and like an oil spill, this is going to take weeks, if not months, to recover from. Turns out Blake was blindsided by the news, and if you're not familiar with this story, Katie Thurston was this last season's Bachelorette. She chose Blake as her finalist after Greg Grippo went home. And then after 1 or 2 months of dating, she ended things with Blake, who was living up in Canada. And now she announced she is pursuing a relationship with John Hersey, who went home on her second episode of The Bachelorette. It appears her and John Hersey were just friends. And John, like a ambitious man that he is, climbed his way out of the pit known as the friend zone. So we'll get into all this. We'll get into what Blake had to say about it all, and we'll play some clips of information that may have led up to John and Katie's relationship. Now, John yesterday confirmed their relationship by posting a TikTok, or was it this morning, late last night, that shows him and Katie kissing. Blake's mom has unfollowed Katie. Blake's sister has unfollowed Katie, and if you, unlike the U.S. Postal Service, Katie delivers mess on time. Let's just put it that way. All right, so I appreciate you guys sticking with me as we are in our mobile studio. Audio's not as good. The lighting's not as good. But we are here nonetheless. Yesterday, you guys came to the channel with 104,000 views, the most watched day while I was at Disney World's Magic Kingdom. And I have to tell you guys, the tea is piping hot. So let's play the TikTok that John Hersey shared and Katie reshared. And then we're going to play a clip where Katie says that Blake's not jealous of John when they were just friends, of course. And look, you got to understand all sides. Katie dated a bunch of guys. She's trying to find her guy. You know, in a world where all of this isn't publicized, it's messy. Yes. Does it happen? Absolutely. Somebody followed me yesterday and commented on one of my stand-up comedy videos that had nothing to do with this story, telling me some hate about Katie Thurston. And all I have to say is, guys, take it all with a grain of salt. You know, I understand. Here's what happens. When a relationship like this plays out on TV, we project our own past experiences and hurt onto these people. So if Katie chooses Blake and then leaves him for John, we've all been in a scenario where someone chose someone else over us. So if you feel a little riled up by this, seek some therapy, because maybe you have some unresolved issues, and therapy is a good thing. I don't mean that as an insult. Seek some therapy. Talk to a friend at least. All right, let's get into this story. I mean, I couldn't tell you anything more than that. If you're losing breath and sleep over this, maybe you've got your own issues, like we all do. All right, I'm going to play this clip. It'll be a little choppy. My new laptop comes in December 23rd. It's going to cost more than most professional football stadiums. It is NASA quality processing. So if you could just hang in with me for 3 more weeks while the processing kind of lags. The audio should be good, though. Let's play John's TikTok with Katie as he's walked his way out of the friend zone. Here it is. All right, so some background music. There's John kind of tickling her. Friends don't tickle friends, folks. They're walking down the hall. Who's filming? Everyone wants to know who's filming this. They're holding hand in hand. I mean, they look cute together, by all means. There, John goes in for the kiss. So Katie's shining a flashlight on him, so she's filming her own thing. And then there it is. That's it. They went in for a kiss. Was that a friendly kiss? Not unless you have a weird mouth-to-mouth friendship going on. That's what that was. And I think most people are happy for John, but also questioning the timeline. Next video, I'm going to share Bachelor Data's very precise timeline that they reach as far as exactly what went down where. All the timestamps and receipts. Bachelor Data, like they say, doing the Lord's work on this Thanksgiving tomorrow. Give thanks to Bachelor Data. If she worked for the IRS, she'd be auditing everybody. She has the timestamps. Her name's Susanna, and she's just crushing it. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Here's a cursed photo, right? Blake Moynes posted this on September 10th. Real talk, adding Zach and Tayshia is the only way this shot gets better, no? And of course, it's a shot with Dale and Claire, Katie and Blake, and their relationships didn't last as long as this photo did. Now, Claire is rumored to be dating Jeff Dye, a comedian based in Los Angeles. We'll have more on that story later on. There isn't much news other than a casual relationship happening there. Dale, nowhere to be seen. So we'll get into that all later on. I think people want to talk more about what's going on with Katie. Now, I'll pull this up right here. Blake's mom just liked my comment about this messy situation. So you guys know we've interviewed Blake's mom. She is a gem. She is one of the greatest exports Canada has ever given us. So she liked this comment. Nah, this is terrible on Katie's part. I feel truly sorry for Blake. In any relationship, you put a sense of trust in one another, especially long-distance relationships. There's no denying the dishonesty and deception for months upon months, month upon month. And Blake's mom liked that. Now, we're obviously digging if we're going for contestants' parents' likes, but there's some truth there. When you're in a long-distance relationship, it's expected of the partner to not be canoodling and flirty with the other. But at the same time, we have no evidence or rumors really to support that Katie and John Hersey were an item before Katie and Blake broke up. Did Katie and Blake just quickly break up? Yes. Can we apply our normal timeline to these bachelor relationships? No, because they all got engaged in weeks' time. If they break up, let's put it this way. Katie and Blake have been broken up longer than it took them to meet and get engaged. And if you guys remember the old Sex in the City formula, for every month you've dated someone, it's going to take you a month to break up. So essentially, they're good to go. Would it have been wise to possibly not air, the relationship between Katie and John? Maybe. But she told us she was giving us 12 days of mess, and that's just what we got. So let's go to the next. So Blake's mom, obviously, speaking on behalf of Blake in ways, Blake, if we've learned anything from Blake, he is not going to speak ill of Katie. He's just not going to do it. We'll be surprised if he does. Commenter, Aunt Lindsay, where are you at? So people want Katie's Aunt Lindsay to enter the conversation. It's like the wrestling match nobody asked for. Coming in from the rafters, Aunt Lindsay, she just has like a unitard on. Never let a man stop you from doing what you want to do, including dating a man who is not your man. Aunt Lindsay, probably. Never let your fiance stop you from getting with your boyfriend. Or move to San Diego, even though it's further from your fiance, but closer to your side man. Now, I understand what snark is. Reddit is the kingpin of snark. I don't believe Katie moved to San Diego because she wanted to be with her side man. What probably happened is she maybe thought she had a friendship with somebody and realized there was more than that. I mean, this happens. Do we think Katie and John will last? Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe, maybe not. I have no clue. I actually thought when the rumors were that she was dating John, that it was just rumors, because I do believe men and women can be friends. Obviously, this is a guy she had a really good connection with. If you watch her Instagram story from yesterday that we shared on last video, go check that out if you haven't. She clearly had a good connection with John early on. We don't know why John was voted out. We say voted out like it's Survivor. Someone had shared a rumor that possibly John had to leave the show, that he had some family emergency or something, in which case, if that did happen, you could understand that Katie would have wondered, hey, what if with this guy? We're really not sure how that went down. So a couple stories to go through. Talking It Out podcast with Brian and Mike Johnson has Blake on it today. We'll get to that either later today or tomorrow. Who needs Thanksgiving with your family when you've got Dave Neal? So we'll get to that. I do know it was recorded last week before the John Hersey announcement happened, so I don't know if Blake will address what actually went down. We'll play a few more clips. We have to also respect that in most relationships, you don't have the timestamps of what went down and where, but due to Katie's prolific use of social media, we very much know all of the timestamps. So John was a friend of Katie's, right? John helped Katie find her condo. She actually never saw it. He scoped it out for her, as friends do. And when Blake wanted to surprise Katie with flowers, he sent them to John and had John set them up for her. So if anything, we can feel for Blake in this scenario. When the relationship ended and there were some rumors that Blake may be the next Bachelor, people were like, oh my gosh, no. Well, Blake's stock is rising right now. Is very much so. So let me know, would you guys want to see Blake as the next Bachelor with a redemption story? Or is a Tayshia, Claire, then Katie season too much for Blake? Let me know what you guys think. At the very least, book a flight to Mexico for this summer's Bachelor in Paradise. Let's play this clip of John helping Blake give Katie flowers.
Okay, Blake reached out to John to coordinate flowers for the new place.
Know who my wife thinks.
Oh, that's the end of that. And then we have more clips there. And then finally, I'll share with this the clip of Blake being blindsided. So this is Us Weekly. Sorry, it's not a clip, a statement. Blake Moynes is blindsided by Katie Thurston's relationship with John Hersey. I've been calling it Hersey, but I want to say Hershey. He's one consonant away from a nice chocolate last name. Bachelor Nation fans weren't the only ones in for a shock when Us Weekly confirmed Katie Thurston's new romance with John Hersey. Blake Moynes wasn't expecting it either. Blake is blindsided by the news. A source exclusively tells Us about Moynes finding out about his ex-fiance's relationship status. Although the wildlife manager recently unfollowed Katie Thurston, he has yet to publicly address the news. Meanwhile, his mother Emily made her opinions clear when she liked a comment, so we already got to that. Thurston fueled romance rumors with Hersey 27 when she dedicated Taylor Swift's Begin Again to the contestant who she sent home during week 2 of her season of The Bachelorette. The post, which came on the final day of her 12 Days of Messy challenge, highlighted the pair's moments on and off the ABC series. So that's all we have. That's all we have as far as what Blake has said so far. Again, I will share the timeline with you guys in the next video. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. We had a record number of new subscribers on both my Instagram and YouTube yesterday. Hello, and good to see all of you. If these are the first videos of mine that you have seen, don't worry. Normally it's a little more efficient and professional, but like I said, we're out here. We're about to go to Waffle House, so as far as my diet goes, how does it go now? I'm at Waffle House. Not all things last forever. Shout out to Blake and Katie. All right, folks, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Stay tuned. Bye, everybody.